What's good, Horror Horde? This is your boy Horror Gamer back with another video for you. And in this video, as you can tell by the title, it's another Is It Worth the Hate? And if you don't know what Is It Worth the Hate is, basically I go through my collection and I pick a movie that's been unanimously hated by critics and other people, and I kind of do a little review and I give you my outlook on it. So with all that being said, let's just get into this week's Is It Worth the Hate? And this one's a doozy, guys. As you can tell by the title, your boy Horror Gamer is going to be doing... Ooh, the Garbage Pail Kids movie. Now, I can see critics right now turning in their skin. So basically, the Garbage Pail movies came out in the 80s, and it was a... Let's just say it. It was a cash grab because the Garbage Pail Kids trading card game was out and it was doing so well, so they decided they had to make a movie on the trading card game. And basically, the Garbage Pail Kids is the anti-Cabbage Patch Kids, which the Cabbage Patch Kids are cute and cuddly and you just want to have one, while the Garbage Pail Kids are fucking disgusting and just nasty. And this movie got so much. I'm talking about, like, it got zero. Nobody liked it. They actually planned, like, a couple sequels on this, and it never happened because it bombed so bad. So now, the question that's circling the room here is it worth the hate? Hell no, it's not worth the hate. This movie is fucking great. Like, I grew up watching, I used to have this on a VHS, and I wore that fucker out. I had like 2 or 3 copies of this on VHS, and I wore them out. This movie is so much fun, and let me tell you something. I just recently watched it again, and while it didn't really hold up to the test of time very well, it was still entertaining. I still had fun watching it. So basically, what this movie is just this kid right here in the middle. He constantly getting bullied by these fucking just jerk-offs who, you know, they're supposed to be like 16-year-olds, but you could tell they're clearly in their 20s. Or, you know what I'm saying? They look like they're in their 20s. And they're just bullying the shit out of him, and he's in love with this girl in the back here. And he works at this kind of like antique shop, and he ends up knocking over this garbage pail that has like this green slime in it, and it lets out the Garbage Pail Kids. And the take on this one is they're aliens, because I don't believe that when it first started, the Garbage Pail Kids actually had a true backstory. So they created one for this, and they created them as they were flying around, you know, in orbit in this trash can spaceship. So, and it's funny because the main baddies in this that are these fucking bullies who end up kidnapping the Garbage Pail Kids and taking them to this, I forget what it's called, but it's something for the ugly. And it's just ridiculous. Like, the whole movie's just ridiculous. But you know what? It's fun. It's an hour and a half, almost 2 hours of just turn your brain off and have a good time. You know, my favorite one is Ali Alligator. And this dude right here, he was a badass. All he wanted to do was fight. He's cool. He had a little switchblade. He's just a little badass. But they make clothes. It's weird because their special talent is they can make clothes. And this girl wants to be like this fashion designer, so she sells fashion or whatever. And they're making the clothes that she likes. So, I'm not going to tell you the ending of it. You need to go out and watch it. But is Garbage Pail Kids worth all the hate that it got? Fuck no, man. This movie is a good time. This movie is just, like I said, turn your brain off for an hour and a half, close to 2 hours, and just have a good time. This is what good old-fashioned family fun was in the 80s, because this was like a kids movie. The target audience was kids because they were the ones who were buying the Garbage Pail Kids dolls and cards and everything. So, yeah, it's just a shame that they never made any sequels to it, because they did set it up for another sequel at least. And they never got to do it because everybody fucking hated it. Now it's become a cult classic, so a lot of people are starting to love it again. So maybe maybe someday in the near future we might get a sequel or even a remake. We'll see. But yeah, so final verdict: is Garbage Pail Kids worth the hate? Nah. I definitely recommend you get your hands on it if you can, because it's pretty hard to find, and watch it or rent it or whatever you can do. However you can see this movie, I recommend you watching it because, like I said, it's just a good time, and I definitely recommend you watch it. But all right, Horror Horde, with all that being said, I love you guys. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. And until next time, this is your Horror Gamer saying, as always, don't fear the darkness. Embrace it.